Well, Dean, what a pleasing afternoon that was on home soil.
Yeah, fantastic team performance, collective, front foot. And I asked the players before the game, could everyone achieve a 7 out of 10? And I think plenty of them were 8 and 9. And we made a very good side. Defend, we put them on the back foot and we stayed on the front foot throughout the 90 minutes. And so it was a great team performance.
A really bright opening spell, obviously. It took quite a long time to get the goal, so was that a bit frustrating that we were on top and couldn't find the back of the net to begin with?
I was slightly worried when we were on top and we could have had, we had several chances or gotten really good areas to hurt them and we didn't. So you're slightly concerned. It's always in the back of your mind. When you're on top, you want to score, but I thought the players were relentless. Their attitude, their application, and they're running for each other. They're running for the cause was tremendous.
Especially in the first half, Grimsby didn't create too many chances, but we also didn't allow them to do so because we had the ball so much. So how pleasing was that aspect of it?
Yeah, look, I just thought we played forward, ran forward. We've done this to loads of teams. Like, we can mix up how we play. First time I played two up front, together in a front two, and I thought both of them were outstanding. And that was backed up then by the diamond in midfield, and then it was backed up by the two centre halves. And it's just important for us to keep our key players fit. We have to keep Nick Tavares. We have to keep Lee Unlove fit. They're massive players. Danny Collins. These are youth. Namdi now has obviously established himself at the club. We've got a lot of players that we signed in the summer. We've had a turnover from last year's group, and we're trying to upgrade the group. And the way I look at it is, we come fourth last year, and I don't know where we are right now, but after 9 games, we're a certain amount of positions higher in the football period than where we were. We were 15 today, coming into the game, so that makes us 9 positions higher. So we keep getting them little margins, little gains, and keep improving. That's positive for the football club. But nobody's going to go blitz this division. This division is a relentless, tough division. And I thought we made Grimsby have an half day, and they've been amazing this year, by the way, so far. They've had a fantastic season, amazing in the Carabao Cup what they've done. To beat a club like Man United is unbelievable. And then to go to Hillsborough and beat Sheffield Wednesday, no matter what team they put out, is amazing. So we wish them well in the Carabao Cup, and hopefully they're flying the flag for League Two. Dave's doing an amazing job, but from our point of view, today was our day.
Namdi with the strike just before the break. We've spoken before about timings of goals. How important was the timing of that goal?
Yeah, it was good timing of the goal, to be fair. Yeah, but they had a couple of breaks themselves just before that phase. But what we did, we stepped back on top. Sheld sagged in a little bit in midfield, started going into our back line. We didn't want them to do that. We wanted them to get up against McEachran and keep tackling them. And then when we started to do that, we got dominance again, and we gained some yards, and then we got corner and so on, some territory. And good corner, to be fair. We said to the players, we don't want to be robotic with our players. With our corners, we want to have imagination. We want to see where we can have 2v1s. So people are going from the training ground. It is, but it's one of them situations. We don't walk our players through stuff like that. Corners in the top end of the pitch is the players' domain. So great ball by Schultz. And I thought Namdi controlled the volley really well.
Obviously 2 goals early on in the second half. At 3-0, what's going through your mind? Is it all about just keeping that lead?
A clean sheet. Clean sheets win titles, and we've had plenty here at the Hive. And just the attitude and application of the players. You want the subs to come on and make a big impact. And if you want to be a key player at the football club, you have to perform the way the lads have just performed there. So we're hoping we get. I've said this all along, even when we lost. I don't get too down, I don't get too high, but we want a consistent selection. I know my best team, or I know the best team going forward. And then it's up to some of the players that were so-called fringe players or squad players, whatever you want to call them these days, because there's so many players, to make themselves key players. Like Nick Tavares, Lee Unlove, they're key players for us. Stead's starting to get going. I know he hasn't scored yet, but he was a menace today. And I always say he's a player that'll chase an empty crisp packet in the wind, and he did that for our team today. He was brilliant today for us. And I thought the diamond in midfield was excellent. So many players had 8 out of 10, so great performance. There's no single player. It was a team, it was a collective. And we worked extremely hard and deserved our victory.
And the atmosphere this afternoon, does it sort of create that bit of back and forth when the away team brings so many fans to sort of create that really good atmosphere?
We get frustrated with it. I ain't going to lie to you, because supporters behind the goal make a bigger noise than supporters to the side of the goal. And at times it feels like, and I've said this to the chairman before, so don't be editing all this is the truth. We should have supporters behind the goal so they can scream into a goal. We don't here, obviously, because we've no stand there. Hopefully that'll get done when it gets done. But our supporters, we give them something to sing about. I know the Grimsby supporters are fantastic supporters. I'm not saying anyone's better than anyone here. But from our point of view, we'd love to shoot into our supporters. And we don't get to do that here, which is very frustrating.
Massive congratulations on the win.
Thanks a million. Cheers.